Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be going over 7 things that you need to avoid doing in order to have a positive impact in your life. All right, so we need to become spiritual warriors. Now, what is a spiritual warrior? A spiritual warrior are the pioneers, they are the trailblazers, they are the teachers, the thought leaders of the world. They're here to make an impact. They want to change the world and to change themselves and to leave a positive impact in the world and to help as many people as they can. All right, and that's what makes them different from the average individual. Now, what makes them different from the average individual? They see the world differently. They view the world differently. They view themselves in the world differently. They have a different mindset. All right. So, in order to change your mindset, in order to become the best version of yourself, to become your higher self, you need to avoid doing these 7 things that I'm about to go over in this video right now. So, I'm going to be going over these 7 things that you need to avoid doing in order to upgrade in your life. All right. So, let's not waste any time and let's go ahead and get started. So, number 1, stop judging others and yourself. Now, when you're constantly judging other people, talking about people, always talking about them in a negative way, it's not a good look on you. It's not a good look on you to always be talking about people, always judging people. It's just gonna draw more negative energy towards you. It's going to draw people away from you. Always it's gonna draw more negativity towards you. People are gonna be hating on you back and talking about you back. It's just a big mess that you don't want to get yourself into. All right. And when you're judging yourself, you're always talking bad about yourself, criticizing yourself, which I'm about to go over in number 2. You're just always, in a negative state, always have a negative state of mind, always talking about other people, always talking about yourself. Your body actually listens to what you had to say about people and what you had to say about yourself. Your body actually listens to your words are very powerful. Your body listens to every word that you say, every negative thing that comes out of your mouth. So we need to avoid judging people and judging ourselves. So number 2, stop criticizing others and yourself. I believe that criticizing and judging go hand in hand. Criticizing and judging, they both go hand in hand in my opinion. You're always, there's nothing wrong with constructive criticism when you're trying to help somebody, but when you're just, overly criticizing people, criticizing their actions and their wrongdoings and their mistakes and their weaknesses, it just goes overboard to the point where, like I said, number 1, people don't want to be around you. People, don't want to be, near your negative energy, your toxic energy. All right, and you're criticizing yourself. You're always talking about your wrongdoings. You're always focused more on your wrongdoings than things that you're doing positively in life. You're always critiquing the way you look, how your body looks, how you don't fit in with the world, and you always have that negative connotation that you'll never be perfect, you'll never do this, you'll never be capable of doing this. You're always critiquing yourself and critiquing other people. So avoid always critiquing people. Always avoid critiquing yourself. You need to have that positive self-image for yourself. You need to have that positive mental state. All right. So just stop criticizing people altogether and stop criticizing yourself. So number 3, stop comparing yourself to anyone else. I see a lot of this, it's growing rampant nowadays, especially with social media. I used to do the same thing, I'm not gonna lie. I used to do the same thing. This happened to me. I've experienced this in my own life, in my own time. People always trying to compare themselves to other people, especially, like the celebrities and the hot people with a certain amount of following. They want to look like this person. When they see this person having this, living this extraordinary life and, having this luxurious vacation, they going on these expensive trips and vacations, and it makes them feel bad. They want, they believe that they need to live a life like that. They need to believe they need to be making this certain amount of money and looking like this person, looking like that person. It's just bad for your mental health. It's bad for your self-image. It's just bad. It's bad for yourself all around to be, just comparing yourself to other people, and things like that. So we need to avoid comparing ourselves to other people and have our own look, have our own, be our own leader, be our own role model. All right, just always be developing yourself. The best way to, to be your own role model and stop comparing to other people is to grow and develop yourself overall. Developing your spirit, get in the gym, working out, taking care of yourself, taking care of your mental health, always learning, always developing knowledge and wisdom. So you need to be doing those necessary things in order to stop comparing yourself to other people. Number 4, stop being responsible for other people's problems. Now, I know, especially, people take us nice people for granted, and they want to, latch on to us and want to leech off of us, and, they just want to take everything we have because we're so nice and we're giving. But we can't be associated with other people's problems. We could try to help them as much as we can, but if they're not trying to help themselves, and they're not doing the work, they're not putting in the work to help themselves overall, then we shouldn't be around those people. If you have, a certain, relative or a person like coworker or a person that you're close to, and they just always coming to you with their problems, or if they always asking you for something, like asking you for money, you try to help in the best way you can. But if you see that they're not improving themselves, they're not trying to, work towards their goals and their dreams and trying to do whatever it takes to, build themselves up, we need to be avoiding those people overall. So don't get caught up in everybody else's problems, because it's just gonna, lead to chaos on your end in the long run. Because you don't want to be involved in anybody else's problems. You don't want to, get caught up in people's, down times, and constantly getting caught up in people's negative energy, their negative force, the negative field that they're always putting themselves in. So try to avoid being involved in other people's problems. Number 5, you stop living your life trying to please other people. Now, I see this a lot as well. We always trying to live our best life, trying to show, what we're doing on social media, online, trying to, flex, trying to show off our money, cars, worrying about followers. We're just always trying to, be somebody that we're not. All right, it's sad, really, but stop. You need to be, stop living your life for other people. You need to live your own life. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop trying to show off. Just stop. We need to stop living this fake life and just live how we're supposed to live. All right, don't be, jealous of other people just because they doing, big things, and you get all jealous or you get all upset that, they're doing certain things that you're not capable of doing right now. Just always be working on yourself, man. I just have to point this out, have to always stress this. Just focus on yourself and keep growing as a person. Always developing yourself, work behind the scenes, stay low, lay low, and stay out the mix. All right, you can, take a break from social media every once in a while. Always, just work on yourself, stay behind the scenes. And if you're ready to come back, because the social media is like this one big house party that never ends. So social media is going to still be here when you return. So take some time off social media, take some time to improve your mental health, physical health, all the above. Just social media is not going anywhere. So whenever you're ready to go, to come back, then that's the time. All right, be ready when you're ready. All right. Number 6, stop being dishonest with yourself and others. Now, when we're being dishonest with ourselves, we're the only person that's fooling ourselves. We're only fooling ourselves. We're not fooling other people. We're not fooling God. Just be honest with yourself. When we're being dishonest with ourselves, we start telling lies to ourselves. We're being dishonest with other people. We start lying to other people. It just creates, a pile of garbage, a pile of mess that you do not want to be in. Especially if you're lying to somebody else, it just builds up the tension. It just builds up overall over time. So, you save time by, being honest with that person. Don't even, sprinkle any white lies. Just always tell the truth, always be honest, because it saves you time, saves you energy to always be honest. So always be honest with yourself. If you're uh, doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, or you need to tell yourself that you need to work on this in order to achieve this. To always be honest with yourself. You don't be, you're only fooling yourself if you're lying to yourself. All right, be honest with other people, because it saves you time and energy when you're honest with other people and yourself. And number 7, stop living life like you'll do it someday. Now, procrastination is it's a big deal, right? We always, procrastinate, and I've suffered from procrastination in my life as well. Procrastination results in lack of integrity. All right, we don't have that drive. We don't have a purpose. We don't have a vision. We don't have that driving force to go get it. It just leads to, procrastination. We always saying ourselves that we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I'm going to start my exercise program, in the new year, or, I'm going to finish this project. I'm going to finish this, homework assignment. And, we don't accomplish that. We don't accomplish what we say, but it's always a mindset at the end of the day. We have to have that mindset to go after and do it. We have to, build up our energy. It's always important to have that energy build up. We need to, develop our mind. All right, I'm gonna leave a video that I uploaded a few months ago titled "How to Increase Your Energy Levels Naturally." I'll leave that link in the description if you want to check that out. If you want to increase your energy to, go after and get it, go after your goals and dreams. But we need to develop that mindset to, have that integrity, to go after and achieve our goals and dreams, right? Because we need to eliminate procrastination altogether. All right, so don't wait till the last minute, because you don't have that time like you think you do. You don't have as much time as you think you do. So always, don't go saying you'll do this someday, or you'll do this later, or I'll do this next week, I'll do this in a few months, next year. Do it now. Have that mindset to always want to do it now. All right, so these are the 7 things you need to avoid doing in order to have a positive impact in your life. Number 1, stop judging others and yourself. 2, stop criticizing others and yourself. 3, stop comparing yourself to anyone else. 4, stop being responsible for other people's problems. 5, stop living your life trying to please other people. 6, stop being dishonest with yourself and others. And 7, stop living life like you'll do it someday. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I guarantee you, if you apply this to your life and stop, doing these things I have listed on this board, you will become more of a spiritual warrior, like I said in the beginning. You'll have, you'll just improve in life. You'll improve your life. You'll be able to see that vision, that passion that you always want to achieve. All right, you'll become a totally different being, a totally different person overall. All right, so apply these things to your life and avoid these things at all costs. All right, so till next time, and always remember, all power resides from within, and always keep the faith, because God and the universe is always working for you. Take care, guys, and God bless.